Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we have a bit of news. Obviously, it was yesterday when it actually got dropped, and, you know, all the leaks and whatnot were coming out about it, but I was busy, so it's dropping today. Sorry. But yeah, basically we are getting a new upgrade system, essentially. We don't know 100% how it works, but this is basically what we have, at the moment, and I don't know why I even went here. I just realized that there's actually nothing on here that we realistically know of. But the main thing that we ended up having is the new link slot tree levels and whatnot. We're getting new levels. People have been speculating or saying that apparently we can level all the way up to level 300, which is absolutely ludicrous. People are saying it's like a passive level up. So as you level up the skill tree, as you can see right here, I guess this isn't the skill tree, this is the skill tree. As you level up the skill tree, this is how you level all of them up. So maybe there's like 20 nodes in total, and then since there's 5 of them, then maybe you just level them up all that way. Or maybe there's like 100 per attribute, and so then you level up 100, so you go from level 200 to level 300. Maybe that's how it works. But as you can see here, you're going to try to go all the way across, you know, upgrading all of these. It looks like all these are just like stats, like attack, stamina, focus, SP, and whatnot. And then the ones in the middle here are going to be like actual, like, skills, like Havoc, potentially. Actually, I think we know exactly what it is, actually, or for the most part what it is. We have these right here. This is a whole, like, document saying exactly what it could be. Like, some of them are like increased coin drop for a skill, status or soul trait, increased crystal and jewel drop, etc, etc, and it's for the entire attribute, not just one character, which is why I feel like it's going to be a bit easier to do than T20ing your entire box. Like, T10ing I think was a fairly easy thing to do, realistically. Obviously the hardest part, to be honest, was getting the rooms filled, so hopefully they somehow improve that. But maybe with this new feature out, they will, you know, actually go about improving the rooms. But who really knows, because what are we going to need to upgrade these nodes and whatnot, and increasing our levels and whatnot? Because there's another thing that we're also getting, where you can level 11, like, Transcendence. So as you can see here, I have this max Transcendent Ichigo. You can level up his SP to level 11. I don't know if it's going to stop at level 11, but you can potentially, it only goes up to level 11 at the moment. I feel like that would be a bit weird, so I assume they're going to increment it over time. If I had to guess. I know that there's like a sheet or a list of all the items that we're going to need for it. All I know is that it's going to be quite a bit. Like, it's quite a bit. It's one essence scroll. It's a quintessence essence scroll as well, which is absolutely insane. And then a bunch of like regular scrolls and like attribute and affiliation scrolls, which those are like whatever. But like a new scroll being introduced, which is scary. Like, how are we gonna get that? Like, my first thought process was like 5 essence scrolls into one, and for each slot, if I'm not mistaken, is what it was, is insane. That could be a bit off, by the way, because I don't have the actual screenshot on me. But yeah, we're also going to be improving our soul trait, obviously, and then going to T30, which is going to be an enormous amount of potions, if I have to guess. Like, it's just my guess. But yeah, these are the items that we're going to be getting. This is the quintessence essence scroll, which looks very cool. Like, the item I think looks really cool. The nodes, like the skill tree nodes and whatnot, look really, really cool. This is possibly what the T30 looks like. I also just realized I put it as T20 and not T30. That's on me, because I edited the numbers. It's obviously supposed to be T30. I'm used to putting T20, so yeah, but that's supposed to be T30. But the border is potential. I don't know what border they're actually going to be using. Obviously, have we seen what they did? I don't believe so. No, we haven't seen anything. And then this is a secret link slot potion. That's literally what it's called for whatever reason. I don't know if it's only rainbows or if we're going to be getting every single attribute. I would imagine we would get every single attribute. And another thing I'm kind of worried about is, are they going to sell us new farmers to farm these secret link slot potions? That just seems absolutely aggravating. I'm not going to lie. like absolutely aggravating. Like especially if they don't allow like more skills on a farmer, because then almost all of their skills is purely farming, and they're not gonna have any skills for like damage or like immunities or long stride or anything, which is gonna be super annoying. But obviously, who knows? Maybe it's only the rainbows, and maybe it's only from a limited time quest, kind of like how they have the hammer scroll quest at the moment. Maybe it'll be like that, and then maybe you can potentially farm like essence scrolls and whatnot from it for like a certain amount of time, or maybe it's only a certain amount of runs per day, which I'd be very annoyed, or like per like month or something. I really hope they don't time gate it, like especially because of how like massive the update is. Like you're gonna be able to T30 all of your links, which is going to be a bunch of stats. You're going to be able to upgrade their soul trait or their transcendence, which is a lot to farm. Like it's going to be an absolute hell to farm all of it, especially because it's such a huge boost, because you can potentially get up to 40% berserker, 40% normal attack damage. Like somebody added all of it up. I think Death Smasher did. I didn't have time to add it all up. But it's a lot. I think it's like 200-ish SP focus attack. It's like 400 stamina and like 50 or 100 defense or something. The defense is like whatever, to be honest. It's very little. They don't want the defense to be that insane for obvious reasons. It'd be very insane tank meta, which they don't really care for anymore. But that's like the main ones. Like 40% Berserker and Bruiser is insane. There's also like, you know, but what's really cool, like, for characters that already have Berserker built into their soul trait, you're going to be getting more Berserker for that if you get to that node. So like this one, it says an extra 10% Berserker for the soul trait, which is insane. So I think there's like another one I remember people saying. So there's like 2 soul traits. Yeah, another 10% Berserker right here. So that's an extra 20%. So if there's a 16% recharge link, that's an extra 20% on top of that. So it's 12% recharge and 36% Berserker is insane. So maybe that's why some of these characters coming out now, like Candace and Basby, don't have Berserker, because this is what it's supposed to make up for it. Still a stupid fucking idea, but like I guess that was their thought process. I will say though, it's kind of an L. Off the rip though, obviously the biggest L in my opinion is that there's no like ability to give characters havoc, no ability to give characters not Berserker, guard break or marauder or sharpshooter, anything like that. Like none of those really nice skills to just make quality of life better, because they're not game breaking in any way. It would just be a really nice thing for older characters. Even if they could only limit it to resurrected characters, I think that should be a standard. Every character should have guard break. Every character should be able to have havoc. Or like maybe they're meant to be an SP unit and they're somehow missing Frenzy. I don't know. Like maybe they have Berserker and then they have Flurry for whatever reason, because they're a really old character, but they're your favorite character. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that kind of character even exists. It's just like an example that came off the top of my head. Like, I wish there was something like that, because it's basically just stats, coin and gold drop, and then Berserker and Bruiser. That's essentially all this is. Now, I'm not going to lie. Unless you are a big guild quest person, this probably means basically nothing to you. You are probably going to be able to blitz through guild quests for the most part. Obviously, until we get the new mode, maybe it'll change maybe it'll be different. I assume it will be, but you'll probably still be able to get the same amount of orbs and whatnot. You'll be fine. But you know, I am kind of curious what this means. It's locked. Oh, never mind. I know what this means. This is release node count by attribute. So you have to get 20 nodes before you get to these ones. It looks like it like splits it up. Okay, so yeah. It's still a bit confusing. Obviously, we'll have to wait until it actually drops in game on Monday. But the fact that they're dropping this much content is a really good sign. I just hope they don't make us have to summon for brand new farmers, like for this new potion. I think that will be incredibly toxic. It's already so late into the game. You're already making a summon for killer plus characters, in way better side NAD characters, constant 1,000 or billboard banners. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind farmers. I'm not saying I don't mind farmers. I'm just saying I don't want a whole nother potion being added this much later into the game. and we have to resummon for all new farmers, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. But the fact that we only got a rainbow PNG for it, a rainbow potion, kind of makes me think it's going to be like a bonus. Like when you do epic raids, you sometimes get rainbow potions. That's my thought process. But yeah, so big takeaway, big update, a lot of farming. Like people are estimating thousands of runs you could potentially have to do to max out one attribute. Like I think my buddy X had 8,000 runs potentially, because we don't know how many nodes you get. You might get only one node per thing, and you're gonna need like 8,000 apparently, which is it's a lot, especially if it's not single player as well. Like if it's only co-op, which I don't mind, because then that would mean that more of the co-op lobbies would be open. I think that would be a good thing for the game, especially if they somehow link it into the link slot trial thing, because then link slot trials would be more busy, they would be more active, and that's kind of what it needs, because at this moment epic raids and link slot trials are kind of dead until we get a new epic raid. Then it's kind of bustling, you know, it's kind of like full of people, and then after like a week or two it's dead. And then link slot trials, I'm surprised to see 2 lobbies sometimes. Like it's rare. I would like them to be good, you know, make them actual like farmable, make single player only for that, and then make co-op this. But obviously with how many runs that would be, that would be a bit annoying. Hopefully they don't time get it. Hopefully we get a farmable quest for like Essence Scrolls. Like even so, what I think they should do for Essence Scrolls, to make it not too insane, they should have done this when they did this whole like game change update like a month or 2 ago. They realistically should have just done one like this, like the large scrolls. I already did it. I do my large scrolls every week, but you get 10 runs, so you get an extra 10 Essence Scrolls per week. Boom, bang, and then you can add more Hogyukus or something in here, because Hogyukus are actually kind of hard to farm. There's little, I think it's only in this one, you get very little. So Hogyukus, Hogyuku Wills, Essence Scrolls, and then maybe after your 10th run, you get 1 Quintessence Essence Scroll. I don't really know how they're going to do it. Kind of curious. Obviously, hope they give them out in events like the hammers. That's really nice. I just hope there's an easier way to farm it. But overall, probably a very poor explanation of what this actually is. But T30, so probably a lot more potions, unfortunately. This, going to have to farm a lot of nodes. Don't know if it's single player or co-op yet. This is exciting. So we'll be actually farming BBS a bit more. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys think of it. Biggest letdown though is just no guard break. I'm not gonna lie. Every character should be able to have guard break or havoc and whatnot. You know, or like a built-in immunity. Like you should be able to give them an immunity without giving them like a 55%. I think every immunity should be 100% as a soul or as like a T20 ability or something. You know. Also another thing, I'm pretty sure we get a 3rd ability with T30. Also, I forgot about that. One of the people who does like leaks in my server said that we should be getting T30, and when we get that, it'll be a 3rd like ability that we can give potentially. Obviously, though, by the way, this is subject to change. I completely forgot to mention that this could be subject to change in the next few days. Who really knows? But yeah, level 300 sounds pretty cool. They don't think they're going to be giving orbs out because it. Like when you level up the character, that would be game breaking. If you could get orbs for leveling these characters up, oh my days. That's why I don't think it's that big of a deal for people who don't play Guild Quest, because it's like, oh no, more stats for a game mode I don't play. So outside of this, like unless you're a Guild Quest player or a really hardcore Limit Breaker Quest player, this is nothing to you. You just are gonna probably max out your favorite character and then you're done. Actually, you can't even do that. It's an entire attribute. So I don't know. But anyways, that is pretty much going to be it for the video. If I miss anything, somebody will probably yell at me in the comments, so I'll try to put that in the description. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll be going over this on stream in like 8 hours time, I think, when I upload this video. So come hang out. Should You Summon will be the next day after this video, and then the banner will be out. And I'm skipping that banner because it sucks. But take care. Peace out. I have face cam. Bye.